I'm Charlotte Atchley, editor of Baking and Snack Magazine, and today I'm here with Tim Brown, chairman of New Horizons Baking Company, and Trina Bediako, CEO of New Horizons Baking Company. Trina nominated her father, Tim, to the American Society of Baking's Baking Hall of Fame, and he will be inducted this year at Baking Tech Conference. Welcome to both of you, and congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Trina, let's start with you. What led you to nominate your father to the Baking Hall of Fame? What are you most proud of?
I'd like to answer that question twofold. I have a personal reason. My father is a giver. He's someone that helps many and does a lot for others. And sometimes when you're a giver, folks don't know what to give to you. Mm-hmm. And this was something I simply wanted to give him. Certainly, I didn't do it alone. I just began the process and pulled all the pieces together. But this was just something I wanted for him. So I was grateful to be able to be a part of that. And then on a professional level, my dad has been a baker for over 50 years, forgive me. This is life's work. He's sacrificed, he's contributed, he's supported customers, he's helped mentor people in the industry. He's been a shining star. And this is just an incredible honor in our industry. And without a doubt, I believe he should be a part of it.
Tim, over the course of your career, what has been the biggest lesson you have learned? What advice would you pass on to Trina and others in the industry?
It's a great question. Obviously, there's a lot that you learn in 50 plus years. But the one thing I always impressed upon Trina was that back when we had 400 employees, I would always tell her those 400 employees probably represented 1,200 people. When you thought about their children, their spouses, you added up, and there were probably 1,200 people whose lives, whose living, whose livelihood depended on what we did at New Horizons. So that we needed to make sure that all of our decisions were thoughtful, that we took time to make sure that we made solid decisions with good facts, based on good facts, based on good input. And if we did that, we would ensure that we'd be around for a long time, and those 1,200 people, would have a standard of living that would be pretty good. And she's a newbie. She's been around for 20 years, so she's had a chance to see both good and bad. Mm-hmm. We've had some leaders who have been exceptional. We've had some leaders who have been not quite so good. And she's had a chance to experience it from both sides. So her learning curve is pretty broad, and she's seen a lot, she's learned a lot. And I have the confidence in her to know that she can weed through the stuff that needs to be thrown out and hold on to those things that are important and imperative for her to make good decisions. And she's exemplified that. She's been a great partner, a great daughter, a great CEO.
That's beautiful. Thank you for sharing that. I hope both of you could answer this last question. Looking at the challenges that the industry is facing today, we have labor shortages, rising prices and ingredient costs, supply chain issues. How do you think bakers can ensure the success of the industry?
In my opinion, bakers must identify and nurture the next generation of bakers. It's a new world. We're dealing with unique challenges as those that you recently listed, Charlotte. The workforce is different. Our world has changed. So we have to think differently. We have to be open and have diverse thought and diverse decision-making, and recognize that if we're going to continue, that we've got to bring people up, perhaps different people than what we've done traditionally, to teach them and train them. We've got to find them, we've got to develop them, and we've got to be open-minded enough to share this business so that it can continue.
Yeah, I would just add to that this is a business, and in any business there are going to be obstacles. We have to make sure that we harvest the best talent to run those businesses every day. So that says we've got to do maybe a little bit extra in our search and research departments to find the right individuals to fill those key roles. Trina makes an excellent point. We've got to understand what it is about our employees that makes them know we care. I think that some of the movement, some of the transition out of the industry has been because for too long, we may have treated people like a number and not as an individual. That can't continue if we're going to be successful. We have to let people know that we care about them. We are interested in what they like. We're interested in their families. We're interested in their quality of life. And to the extent that we can alter our schedules to meet their needs, we've got to do that. So the standard, 5-day week, 8-hour day, 10-hour day sometimes is not going to carry us long term. We've got to do some things a little bit differently. Maybe it means a 3-day, 12 hours, 4 days off. Maybe it means a 4-day, 10 hours, 3 days off. It just, there's got to be some transitional thinking that says this is not 1966. This is not, the way it was when I started in the business. This is 2020s, and we've got to think like it. We've got to act like it, because actions really do speak louder than words. I don't care what we say. It's what we do that's going to count with the people who are working for us now.
Right.
And I think that'll carry us into the future. But we must have quality leadership. That won't change. That will not change. Quality leadership will take us where we need to be.
Definitely. Well, thank you so much to both of you for joining me today and sharing your insights. And again, congratulations on this very well-deserved honor.
Thank you so much. We appreciate it, John.